if we need it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So you can go ahead and transfer us through.
Facebook, that would be lovely. Penny on air, all one word.
Okay, you're transferred.
So where is, I thought Ben had a game tonight.
Yeah, he does on the FM.
I thought you had his games tonight.
Nope, I have yours and Deb has his.
Oh, okay. Because he told me, don't worry about it if you don't get the computer when you go by. Michael Fiegel will be there because he's doing my games. And I went, okay.
Huh. Well, on my schedule it says I'm doing Sterling.
So then, when you texted me and said you were there, I was like, okay. And then I thought it was kind of strange when Ramona told me that she was the only one in the building, because I was like, well, I think Ben's already on air. He must have a board up there somewhere.
Interesting.
I was just trying not to be controversial. And it is Ramona.
Well,
I didn't want to confuse her. I love Ramona, but I didn't want to confuse her. So, all right. So we're going to go live here in about about four minutes. So we're going to run that. We've got the bands coming in right now, and they're going to do the national anthem and all that stuff. And then I'll have you start the 1 minute intro, because there's no need for us to even try to go on and then just immediately go back. So here comes Valley. They're all excited. Really nice if we beat Valley. Be really nice.
yeah. Be nice if Sterling would have a better year for once.
Okay, we're going to go to the national anthem here in just a second.
Okay.
And then I'll have you start the intro.
Okay.
Okay. So if we're quiet here for a little while, it's because we're standing up and removing our caps. And
Sounds good. What was Sterling's record last year?
here we go. We're rising.
All right.
There's the colors right in front of us. That's nice. Ouch. I'm just saying.
I was just going to comment that they play that better than the Giant Tigers. But then
Ouch. Okay. That was harsh. Go ahead, Mike. Run us the intro.
All right.
Thank you. Well, we got a 1 minute intro, and then I'll be on the air. So however you want to run that. I got my lolly. Life is good. That's the Merino.
Tex, a name you can trust to build great trailers. Big Tex, the name behind quality, precise design, and depth of production line. Big Tex, where style does not get lost in the rugged construction of products. Big Tex, made to last, made to perform. Big Tex, with years of experience and Texas pride built into every product. When your Big Tex touches the ground, it's tested and warranted, ready to transport the job you have. Get your Big Tex trailer at Sterling Trailers. Call 522-2855.
TV on ColoradoPreps.tv, on 1230 KSTC, and also on YouTube.com as we have the Sterling homecoming tonight. The Sterling Tigers and the Valley Vikings. The Valley Vikings coming into tonight's contest, having a overall record of 2-0 in league and 2-2 overall. The Sterling Tigers 0-2 in league and 1-3 overall. So the Tigers need a big win tonight as they're sitting at the bottom of the conference standings right now, and would be great to get a win on homecoming here tonight at Tiger Field. A beautiful evening, just a little bit of a breeze. The sun has gone down. The temperature outside still hovering in the mid-70s, and a beautiful night outside as it's a fall evening here in northeast Colorado, and the weather could be a lot worse. So a beautiful night tonight, the wind not blowing very hard. Our pregame tonight brought to you by Nelson Financial. When you plan for retirement, you need to visit with Joel at Nelson Financial, 206 Main Street in Sterling. Better to plan and not need it than to need it and not have a plan. The starting lineups tonight, let's start with your Valley Vikings. Their defensive starters tonight, number 3, Brandon Garza is a linebacker. Number 6, Drew Hubbard, a linebacker. Jackson Wright, Larry Bull, number 26, is a 160-pound defensive lineman. Roman Marfil, number 33, is a 155-pound defensive back. Zach Miller, number 38, is a 160-pound defensive back. Omar Zotello. I'm a little dyslexic tonight. Yeah. Zotello, number 40, is a 5'7", 150-pound defensive back. Everett Collins is 6 foot, 195 defensive end. A.J. Martinez, 5'3", a 5'10 defensive tackle, 200 pounds. And then Andrew Kern, number 57, 175-pound defensive tackle. And number 82, Isaiah Nevarez, is a 195-pound defensive end. The starting lineup for Sterling tonight on the offensive side of the ball: at running back, number 11, Avery Stutzman. At running back, number 36, Cody Leachman. At quarterback, number 5, James Skurjanik. At wide receiver, Connor Carey, number 15. At wide receiver, number 2, Ethan Rose. At wide receiver, number 85, Jordan Jackson. At offensive tackle, Britt Gillen back tonight off of the injury reserve. Number 52, offensive guard, number 55, Colson Bacon. Center is Joey Shortino, a 5'7", 185-pound freshman. Offensive tackle, Matt McNear, 215 pounds. He's a 6'4" senior. And at senior offensive guard, Lyle Koch, a 5'11", 250-pound offensive guard, number 74. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back for the kickoff. And to start things off here, it's the Sterling Tigers and the Valley Vikings right here on iHigh.com. That's what I always say, sorry. We're on ColoradoPreps.tv, we're on Chassa.tv, we're on YouTube.com, and on 1230 KSTC. It is a big-time, small-town production.
Here's the simple math problem. What's 1 plus 1? 2, you say? Not according to Colorado. Here, 1 plus 1 is 3. Just our personal free checking with personal free collection. Give you twice as much free. You'll start with free checking, free online banking, free telebank access, free PIN pay, no service fees, and more. And when you add on, you get a free savings account, free appraisal with your next mortgage, and more. So you're in for free. Apply today to open a new account by visiting bankofcolorado.com, where 1 plus 1 equals free. BOC equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Ben Blecka, owner, founder, and one of the talents of Big Time Small Town Media. The broadcast you're seeing today is a production of Big Time Small Town Media. Just 1 year ago, a group of Northeast Colorado sports broadcasters started something we hope would bring extra joy to the athletes participating in the games we were already covering on radio. It has turned into a service we provide for not only Northeast Colorado athletes, but athletes statewide, region-wide, and internationally who request our services. We do straight-to-DVD production in addition to live internet productions of any event who wants Big Time Small Town Media to be a part of their community. Because Big Time Small Town Media is more than just sports. It's community. Are you interested in the services Big Time Small Town Media can provide your upcoming event? I encourage you to contact me at ben@bigtimesmalltown.com. You can see some of the many events we've done in the past year at ihigh.com/bigtimesmalltown. And I encourage you, think about Big Time Small Town Media being a part of your community with whatever upcoming events you've got.
You're looking for a used car, but you don't really trust those used car dealers. At Ertl Brothers Discount Auto in Sterling, trust is not an issue. At Ertl Brothers Discount Auto, every vehicle is fully inspected before it goes out on the lot, so you don't have to worry about buying that lemon. For your convenience of shopping, Ertl Brothers Discount Auto is available online anytime at ebautos.com. They understand that not everyone works 9 to 5, so they'll even set up private appointments to work with your schedule. Visit Ertl Brothers Discount Auto, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 9 to 4.
I didn't even see the... And welcome back to Tiger Field. I'm Michael Murphy. You're on 1230 KSTC. We're also on Chassa.tv and ColoradoPreps.tv. You also view us on YouTube.com as we have Sterling Tiger Homecoming, a good crowd showing up for tonight's game as the Sterling Tigers actually fought very hard and could have won last week's game against Strasburg. Had several chances, threw 4 interceptions and had a fumble that they lost. So 5 turnovers and 2 of those interceptions inside the 10-yard line in the red zone. And kind of hard to come back from that. Still only lost 20-13. And so Sterling had a good game last week on defense, as all those turnovers only gave up 20 points total. And so the Tiger defense played pretty well last week. Sterling offense had too many turnovers to keep them in the game, as the Tigers will receive to start the game here on your video screen, watching on Chassa.tv or ColoradoPreps.tv. The Tigers will be going right to left on your TV screen and on your radio dial. Tigers wearing black, trimmed in white with white helmets. The Valley Vikings coming in black pants, white jerseys with black helmets. So the white visiting uniforms, and they will be kicking to the Tigers as the Tigers set to receive as we're ready to start homecoming. As we get set here, the officials have it ready for play. In high school, the ball kicked off from the 40-yard line. The ball going to go deep, going to be received on about the 8-yard line. Coming this way is... trying to see who had that. That was Diaz, Brendan Diaz, number 13. So the Sterling Tiger offense will take the field to start with James Skrjanik at the helm. Tigers will start at their own 21-yard line, 1st and 10, and when they come out, they'll be in the pistol offense. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of a short shotgun offense. They run everything off of that pistol offense. They'll have receivers usually split. They have 2 receivers to the near side this time, as they have Ethan Rose to the near side along with Connor Carey. Off to the far side, I believe, is number 22, Weingart. Pitch going to come outside, and Cody Leachman going to drag tacklers and pick up about 5 or 6 on first down on the option play. On the option play, good to see we have fans in the stands tonight. Colson Bacon's mom making it here tonight, and she's been going through a lot. And good to see her back here tonight to watch the kids play. Good to see her at the field. Tigers going to have a 2nd and about 6. Give 4 to Cody Leachman on first down. Diaz going to throw, loads one up, goes to the far side, has a man if he gets behind him. He had Rose with a step, and the ball just overthrown as Rose was on the fly pattern on the far sideline. Diaz loaded up and just overthrew him by about a step. And so Tigers coming out slinging on 2nd down. It'll bring up a 3rd and 6. with the ball resting on the 25-yard line. Two receivers to the near side. That's Carey and Jackson. A receiver split to the far side. Jackson now in motion. They're going to hand it up the middle to Leachman. He has a little bit of room. He's going to roll over the blocks and get up to about the 30, maybe the 29, going to be short. That'll bring up a 4th and about 2, and that'll send the punt team in for Sterling. Brendan Diaz, the punter, also plays free safety, also plays quarterback, also plays receiver. Brendan Diaz is the all-purpose guy. He hasn't played line this year, I don't think, yet. A little bit of high snap, but he does get it away, end-over-end kick. Going to be fair caught, or at least the signal for it, then let go, and then going to be covered at the 33-yard line. So the kick coming from the 28. So give him 22, 32, 42, give him 45 yards on the kick. A good kick for the Tigers, taking over on the 34-yard line, 33.5-yard line. Wow. We even have on our Chassa.tv and ColoradoPreps.tv, we're going to have downs and yardage and everything tonight. Tight formation for Valley as they come out. They're going to run a little handoff to the left side. Catching up from the back side for the Tigers was number 72, Matt McNair. Nice job by McNair to come through the line and catch up. They run a tight offense. They're going to run almost a wishbone. It's kind of an eye bone offense Valley runs, as their quarterback, Jackson Wright, is a senior. He's 6 foot, 170 pounds. Wright going to bring him out. They have two tight ends and a wing back. As Wright going to get in the shotgun, he's going to get the ball handoff. It's going to be a sweep to the near side. Tigers sniff it out. Down there on the bottom, that was Lyle Koch. Lyle Koch got the tackle all by himself. Open field, nice job. So a tackle by McNair and a tackle by Koch to start off the defensive line. Very active for the Tigers on the first two downs. Going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Valley Vikings, with the ball resting on their own 36-yard line, in between the 35 and 36-yard line. Wright brings him out. He runs kind of that same pistol offense, just a tight formation. He's in shotgun formation. He's going to throw, has 3 receivers going out. The ball going to be perfectly thrown, and the catch made on the far sideline. Going to be a pickup of about 18. Going to be a first down. I have to see who the catch was on the... Roman Marfel with the catch. Number 33, the wingback, going to take the ball all the way to the Tiger 44-yard line, and a first down for the Valley Vikings, first time they've had the ball, and they are in Sterling Tiger territory. 1st and 10 at the 44 with 9:27 left in the first quarter, no score. Handoff up the middle this time, and gets a hole, and gets to the defensive backs. Skurjanik going to make the tackle, but after a gain of about 12. Right up the middle. Give him 13. The ball going to go all the way to the Tiger 31-yard line. As right up the middle of the Tiger defense. The first person to lay a hand on him was a defensive back, James Skurjanik. Vikings back to the line in that tight formation. Running from that pistol formation, basically like the Tigers do. Quarterback going to keep it this time. Around the left side, did he keep it or did he hand it off? I think he did hand it off, as Brandon Garza got it, the running back. He's going to pick up 14. And picking up huge chunks of yardage here are the Valley Vikings on their first possession. They started at their own 31-yard line, and they're already to the Tigers' 27. 1st and 10 Valley. Handoff up the middle again. The Tigers snuff this one out. Gang tackle after a gain of about 4. Let's see where they spot it. Colson Bacon makes the tackle in the middle. Gain of about 4. Going to bring up a 2nd and 6 for Valley. The Vikings have shown that they can pick up big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. 8:24 left here in the first quarter. Ball going to be handed back, and the ball was on the ground for a second, picked up, and then thrown for a loss. That was Brandon Garza. He's only 5'7" and 175 pounds. And he was swallowed up by the interior line of the defense for the Tigers. 72, 74, and 55. Bacon, McNear, and Koch all on the tackle. That'll bring up a 3rd and about 8. Wright has him, hands off. He's going to keep it, goes to the left side. Tigers do a nice job. Gain of about 3. Going to bring up a 4th and about 4 or 5. Colson Bacon on the tackle. Nice job by Colson. They look like they're sending the punt team in or a field goal team in. A field goal attempt. They're going to put the ball on the 31-yard line. That'll be a 41-yard attempt by the Valley Vikings. Rodriguez to kick. The ball is down. The snap. It's up. And it is good from 41 yards. So Rodriguez with a 41-yard field goal with 6:53 left on the clock in the first quarter. The Valley Vikings take a 3-0 lead, and that look at the scoreboard is brought to you by your local Associate Aflac representatives Bob Mullender and Daryl McCormick. Get the protection you need to stay ahead of the game. Call 522-2309. Oh, he's down here with the cheerleaders. The White Ducks down here with the Sterling cheerleaders. So the kickoff is going to be number 66, Alice Rodriguez, is the kicker. Rodriguez puts a foot into it. Shorter kick this time, going to be fielded at just the 10-yard line. Run going to go to the outside. Going to get caught up on the outside. He's got some room. And getting all the way out for the Tigers was DJ Graves. Graves going to return it from the 10-yard line. Flags on the far sideline. We'll have to see what those are. Looks like it's going to be on the Tigers. As the Sterling huddle moving backward here. They're saying the violation, the foul occurred at about the 24-yard line, or the 34-yard line. Looks like they're going to move the Tigers back to about the 24. Illegal block called against the Tigers. So the Sterling Tigers will start off 1st and 10 with their second possession at the 24-yard line. They trail 3-0 after the Rodriguez field goal. Ball going to come to the near side. Got some room. Rose has it on the end around. He's going to make the first down, and Moore going to pick up almost 23 yards. No flags on the play. Ethan Rose on the end around. Tigers going to move it all the way to the 48-yard line. Big play for the Sterling Tigers. In between the 48 and 49, first down Sterling. Connor Carey and Jackson both split to the near side. Weingart split to the far side. Cody Leachman lining up behind. Skurjanik. Hand off to Leachman up the middle, keeps his legs churning. Going to pick up 6 basically on first down. Going to bring up a 2nd and 4. Nice run by Cody. Second down and 4, the ball on the Viking 46-yard line. Tigers into Valley territory. Connor Carey going to come to the near side. Rose and Weingart split to the far side. Cody Leachman standing behind. Skurjanik from the pistol. Coming in motion to the near side will be Rose. The handoff again inside to Leachman. He's got a hole. He's going to break it up the middle, keeps his legs churning, going to pick up, well, he's going to pick up 10, 15, 17, 18 yards. Ball going to be on the, ball started at 46, give him 16 on the carry. He's going to be at the 30-yard line. He just kept his legs churning. A big run by the big back for the Tigers. And the Tigers in business, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. No huddle offense for Sterling. Rose in motion to the far side. Skurjanik with a high snap, a broken play. He just keeps it himself. He's not going to make it back to the line of scrimmage. There was supposed to be something different with that, but he did not get the snap cleanly. It was high. And Skurjanik doing a little hopping and limping out there as Jackson brings the play in. Receiver to the near side, 2 of them, and 1 to the far side. Jackson in motion now. Ball on the ground again. Skurjanik got it, and then he got plowed. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and a long ways, 3rd and about Atwood. After the ball got away, Skurjanik fell or grabbed it and then got bowled over. As James Skurjanik going to come out, and checking in will be Diaz. Skurjanik limping to the sideline. 3rd down and 20 basically for the Tigers. Brendan Diaz brings them out. 2 receivers to the far side. Connor Carey to the near side. Going to fake it. Diaz going to throw a quick slant. Almost picked off. As he threw it behind Weingart on the far side, it'll bring up a 4th and 20. The Tigers, with the ball sitting on the 40-yard line, on the 39-yard line, may go for it. Ball is attempting to be, it looks like they're going to punt, at least they're lining up to punt. Comes back to Diaz. He is going to punt. Going to kick it towards the end zone. They're going to bounce it about the 15, and it'll die right at the 16-yard line. So an effective punt for the Tigers, as the field position game in favor of the Tigers right now, as they've pinned the Valley Vikings back to their own 16-yard line with 4:05 left here in the first. But the Tigers are trailing 3-0 as Valley has a 41-yard field goal, Rodriguez field goal, to put them up 3-0. Don't forget Signal Graphics in the Broadway Plaza Shopping Center in Sterling, your one-stop shop for all your printing needs, business cards, posters, flyers, and other signage for your business or events. Call Kelvin at 521-9000. Hand off to the far side, and he's got a hole. He's got 15, he's got 20. Are they going to catch him? He's got the sideline dive. Nobody going to get there. Yes, finally a Tiger going to throw him out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Started at his own 16. Is there any flags? No flags on the play. That was the speedy Garza, Brandon Garza, the 5'7", 175-pound running back. A 70-yard pickup, I believe. Nice run by Garza. The ball setting on the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 Valley. Handoff going to go to the far side again. He's got the corner. Going to pick up 9 or 10. almost a first down. The runner for is Roman Marfil, the wingback for the Valley Vikings. Going to bring up a 2nd and 1. The clock running at 3:26 here in the first. The handoff going to go right up the middle this time. The Sterling defense stiffens right there. Probably going to get the first down. See where they mark it. McNear on the tackle. Going to give him the first down. Ball spotted at the 21-yard line. I'm sorry, the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 11. 3:10 on the clock. Handoff on the inside. A lot of bodies in there. Going to give him a couple. As that was the quarterback, Jackson Wright, on the keeper. Going to pick up 2. Second and 8. The ball sitting just inside the Sterling 10-yard line. Valley Vikings trying to ruin Sterling's homecoming, and Sterling trying to get a win on homecoming night. Ball going to go again to number 3, Brandon Garza, and he's just short of the goal line. Garza is just racking up the yards. So a first down at the 1-yard line. They could get a first down, and they did. It's 1st and goal just outside the goal line, right at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal for the Valley Vikings. Just over 2 minutes left in the first quarter. They already lead 3-0. Inside, handoff inside, and a touchdown. I have to see who got off the pile there. Touchdown Valley. So a 1-yard run. Jackson Wright. Rodriguez out to kick the extra point. And the kick was no good. It was blocked by the Tigers. So right with a 1-yard run, the kick fails, and the Valley Vikings are up 9-0 here in the first quarter with 2:05 left on the board. Tigers need to do something with football here on this possession. Can't afford to go 3 and out here. As Brendan Diaz, along with DJ Graves, back to receive deep for the Tigers. And Alex Rodriguez set to kick for the Valley Vikings. Whistled, ready for play. Rodriguez ready to put a boot into it. He does, down the middle. Going to be picked up by Diaz at about the 5-yard line. He's out to the 15, to the 20, going to the far sideline. He's going to get out to the 25, almost to the 30-yard line. Let's see where they got him out. Right at the 30, a 25-yard return for Diaz. Sterling Tigers starting with decent field position at their own 30-yard line. Got 1:59 left here in the first quarter. They trail 9-0. Connor Carey and Ethan Rose going to be split to the near side. I believe that's Weingart split to the far side. Cody Leachman behind Skurjanik, who's back behind at quarterback. Now splitting Stutzman out as well. He's got 3 receivers. The quick screen into Carey. Carey's got a blocker. He comes to the outside. He's going to pick up the first down and then going to be bowled out of bounds after a gain of about 13. Nice pitch and toss. Nice run by Carey after he caught the ball. Going to be set at the 43-yard line. A pickup of 13. 1st and 10, Sterling. The clock stopped as Carey went out of bounds. Stutzman going to set. No, he didn't get out of bounds, I guess. Okay, they're going to run the clock. Stutzman and 2 others split to the wide side. Going to be a little play. Nice job by Cody Leachman to keep his legs running. He's got the sideline. He's going to pick up the first down and more. Should have tackled him at the line of scrimmage. Broke away from 1 tackle. Got another hit at just 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. Broke that tackle and ends up picking up 13 on the pickup. On the carry, going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. The ball setting on the 43-yard line of the Vikings. 1:24, the clock will run as soon as the chains are set. Now the handoff again to Leachman. Spins away from a tackler in the backfield and going to pick up 3, what should have been a loss of 2. Going to pick up 3 or 4. A punishing runner Cody Leachman has shown himself to be for the Tigers this year. Ball going to be sitting just inside the 40-yard line of the Valley Vikings with 1:12 on the clock and the clock running. Tigers trailing 9-0 here in the first quarter and making a move right here. 3 receivers to the far side. Connor Carey to the near side. They come reset. 51 seconds left in the quarter. And a delay of game called as the Tigers did not get the play off in time. So that'll back the Tigers back up. Loss of 5 will bring up a 2nd and 11. Got to get those signals in quicker. Weingart, Rose, and Jackson all split to the far side. Connor Carey to the near side. 43 seconds left. Jackson comes near side and resets. 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Ball snap, going to be the option to the right side this time. Cody Leachman going to take the corner, gets a block. He's outside, breaks another block, has the first down. Going to be a pickup of about 12 as they stop the clock with 22 seconds on the far sideline. As they run a quick option play to the far side, Cody Leachman with some nice wheels breaks the block. Going to pick up 12. 1st and 10 Tigers. The ball on the 33-yard line of the Valley Vikings with 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. No huddle offense. Tigers set. Chains are set. We're ready to go. Clock is running down to 20. Reset. They check the call. Make sure they get the right call. Now going to come to the line with 10 seconds on the clock. Going to throw back to the near side. Connor Carey has a few blockers in front of him. Bubble screen. He's got a little run to room. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He's going to be tackled at about the 6-yard line. As the quarter going to expire, the Tigers going to have 1st and 10 on the 6-yard line. And that's the end of the first quarter. Tigers trail 9-0, but they are 6 or 7 yards away from pay dirt. We'll see where they set it when we come back here. You've been listening to Tiger and Valley Football on ColoradoPreps.com, on Chassa.com, ChassaTV.com, also on YouTube.com, and on 1230 KSTC. This is a big-time small-town production.
More, we'd like them to stand at this time.
Oh,
operating loan, real estate mortgage, equipment loan, or need capital for expansion, Premier Farm Credit has the loan products to meet your agricultural financing needs. Loan decisions are made locally by experienced professional lenders who understand agriculture. We invite you to compare your loan to a Premier Farm Credit loan. We're confident that you'll find our products, price, and value to be the best in the marketplace. Call me, Ryan Rasmussen, at 522-2330 for all your ag financing needs. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
Kellogg Ewing.
Sterling Tigers going to start with the ball at the 7-yard line. A first and goal situation as we start the second quarter, brought to you by Pete's Farmers Cooperative, your one-stop shop for fuel and propane contracts. 24-hour fuel whenever you travel through. See Pete's Farmers Cooperative in Pete's. Tigers going to come out in a tight formation here with 3 backs in the backfield along Whisker Janik. To start, now they split out of it. 2 receivers going to go to the far side, 2 to the near side. Leachman going to stay Whisker Janik. The snap, the handoff to Leachman up the middle. He's got room, goes off left side, goes in untouched. Touchdown, Cody Leachman. Cody Leachman goes in from 7 yards with 5 seconds off the clock here in the second quarter. The Sterling Tigers have cut the lead to 9-6. As Leachman took the ball off left guard. Diaz to hold, Parrish to kick. The fake, going to be back to Diaz. Diaz going to run to the near side. And the ball goes up in the air and it fails. They were going to run a 2-point conversion. Basically, it was going to go to Diaz, and he was going to throw it, but Parrish never got it to Diaz. So the extra point fails. But the Tigers do find the end zone and cut the lead to 9-6 just into the second quarter. Now the Tiger defense needs to play some tough D and get the ball back as they try to get a win on homecoming. The Patriot League, a tough league that the Tigers have dropped down into, as Eaton leading the league at 4-0, 2-0 in league. Strasburg also 2-0, 3-1 overall. Platte Valley 2-0, 3-1 overall. Valley 2-0 in league and 2-2. Brush at 0-2, but 2-2 overall. University 0-2 in league. Fort Lupton 0-2 in league, and Sterling 0-2 in league. The Tigers trying to get a win on homecoming here and get their first league win in the Patriot League. Kick going to be a pop-up to the near side, going to be fielded at the 20, at the 17-yard line, going to the far side. Tiger is going to hold him to about a 10-yard return, give him 11. Ball going to go to the 29-yard line, 1st and 10 Valley. As Jackson Wright brings Valley out in that tight formation. They've got a wing back and a running back. We've got Garza and Marfil back there right in that shotgun position. He's going to hand off to Garza. Garza going off the right side. He gets stopped short. Forward progress going to pick up probably a yard. Colson Bacon in on the tackle for the Tigers. Got to think we have our normal Colson Bacon fanatics in Florida listening tonight. It's good to know that we're being listened to around the world. Jackson Wright going to back up throw on 1st down and incomplete. Nice job by Cody Leachman to be in the passing lane there in coverage as he dropped into coverage. The pass intended for number 33, Roman Marfil, the wingback. That'll bring up a third and about 9 for the Valley Vikings. The ball sitting on the Viking 32-yard line. 11 minutes left here in the first half. Valley 9, Sterling 6. In motion. Ball going to go back up the middle. Has room, does Garza. He gets first down before he gets popped hard. But he gets first down yardage right up the middle. Brendan Diaz on the tackle. He's a little scat back. He's got some quickness to him. And he's kind of hard to spot with all the big bodies out there. He gets in behind that line. He's only 5'7". You don't see him, and by the time you see him, he's by you. So Garza going to pick up the first down. It'll be in Valley territory at the 43-yard line. Marfield this time coming to the near side. Roman Marfel going to pick up 1. Stutzman in on the tackle along with Leachman. Going to bring up a second down and 9 with the ball resting on the 43-yard line of the Valley Vikings. Just over 10 minutes left in the half. Wright going to get the ball and hand off to the far side, trying to pick a hole, going to pick up a couple. That was Drew Hubbard, number 6. The ball resting right on the 45-yard line will bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Valley Vikings. Sterling Tigers defense has played much better here in the second quarter. They gave up big chunks of yardage in the first quarter. Right, the direct snap going to go to number 6, which is Hubbard. And the Tigers sniff it out. I think there's a flag on the play. I believe, right on the line over there. It is going to be holding against the Valley Vikings. If the Tigers take that, they'll back it up 10 from there and repeat 3rd down. If they decline it, it'll be 4th down and about 4. The coach is saying take it. So they'll back him up from the 48-yard line. They'll take him back to the 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 12. Third and 13, actually. 3rd and 13 with the ball sitting on the 48-yard line. Down to about the 9-minute mark here in the first half. Vikings on top, 9-6. They'll break huddle. Wright brings him out in that tight formation. He's still in the shotgun as he's going to take it, going to throw, comes out and overthrows. The back coming across was Marfel, and he went through, cleared, and then tried to run the quick out. And the ball was just overthrown. Had he caught it, he still would not have had the first down. So that'll bring up a 4th and 13 with the ball on their 38-yard line, and the Vikings set to punt, their first punt of the night, as Brendan Diaz goes back for the Tigers to receive. He's standing about his 20-yard line. Tigers here in the second quarter going left to right, or if you're from Sterling, they're going north. Punt going to be short down the middle. Going to bounce one. Diaz going to pick it up at about the 25-yard line. Gets a hold of the left side. Has room. Going to get out to the 40 before he's brought down. He's going to be brought down about the 43-yard line. Going to be a pickup of about 20 on the return. Nice job by Brendan Diaz to pick that up on the first bounce and cut to the far sideline. Subtella with the tackle for the Valley Vikings. Ball at the 43, 1st and 10 Tigers. Or maybe we have something discussed here. They aren't moving the chains. They aren't moving anything. What's going on? Still not sure what's going on. Oh, it's something against Valley. Oh, a 5-yard face mask going to be called against Valley after the run. So tack 5 on it. The Tigers going to be at almost the 49-yard line to start out with. 1st and 10 on their own 49-yard line with 8:40 left here in the first half. Tigers have trip receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Option to the near side. Cody Leachman has a blocker, going to cut inside. He's got big room. Oh, if he could have stayed on his feet, he had it. A flag going to be thrown. A laundry in the middle of the field. Leachman had the first down and then about 6 more. Let's see what the laundry, usually at that spot it's a hold or an illegal block on the Tigers. It is going to be a hold against the Tigers. That occurred right at the 50-yard line. That had backed the Tigers up to the 40-yard line, and it'd be 1st and 20, or 1st and 19. That's exactly what's going to happen. Ball going to be just inside their own 40, almost the 39-yard line. So basically a 1st and 20 for the Tigers as Weingart and Rose split to the near side. 3 now to the near side, 1 to the far side. In the pistol offense, Skurjanik going to throw down the sidelines. Timing pattern has Weingart and got him. Ball going to go all the way to the 28-yard line. A throw and catch and run of 30 yards from the 40-yard line to just inside, so give him 42 yards on the pickup, or 32 yards on the pickup. The ball going to be just inside the 30-yard line, the 28-yard line. Nice throw and catch. That was a timing pattern. As he threw it to a spot, Weingart ran under it. No huddle offense. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Now Jackson in motion back to the far side. Hand up to Leachman up the middle, has a big hole. Got through the middle defense. He's got a one back to get by, got another one. The ball's on the ground though, ball's on the ground. At about the 3-yard line. He coughed up the ball at the 3-yard line. There's a big pile up. Let's see who has it. He had a gain of about 24, 25-yard lines. Sterling football. Cody Leachman took the ball from the 28 to the 3, a 25-yard pickup. Tigers 1st and goal at the 3 and a chance to try and take the lead. Tigers come out in a spread formation with 1 to the near side, 2 receivers to the far side. Leachman Jackson in motion. Going to hand off to Jackson on that little end around. Or at least I think it was Jackson. Touchdown Tigers. Ethan Rose. It was Ethan Rose coming through there. I got blocked for a second. Ethan Rose scores with 7:55 left in the first half. The Sterling Tigers take their first lead of the game as the Tigers have put 2 touchdowns in the end zone in the second quarter. On a 3-yard run from Rose, they're going to attempt the 2-point conversion. Skurjanik back, nobody back there. Receiver split to both sides. Skurjanik has it, going to roll to the near side, throws. Oh, off the hands, hit him in the hands, hit him in a bad spot. And the ball dropped in the end zone as Cody Leachman had it bounce off his hands. So the Tigers going to take a 12-9 lead on the 3-yard run by Rose. And the Tigers will be kicking to Valley. Just under 8 minutes left here in the first half, and the Sterling, for the first time tonight, has the lead. 12-9. Yeah. Why don't we have some? They're having chili supper down there, and they had cinnamon rolls and all this stuff, people going by with all this good food. Roman Marfel standing back along with Garza, I believe, in the back. Truett Parrish to kick off. The kick going to go down to about the 8-yard line. Picked up by Garza on the far side. Garza going up that sideline, has some blockers, going to be tackled, wrapped up around the legs about the 30-yard line. They'll see they mark it about the 31. B.J. Holshouser on the tackle for the Tigers. Be 1st and 10 Valley. Going to get the handoff. Going to go off right guard, and the Tigers sniff it out. About 7 on the tackle over there, right at the line of scrimmage. 74, 72. The whole interior line of the Tiger defense coming off the bottom of that pile. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10. The ball on the 31-yard line of the Valley Vikings. Getting close to 7 minutes left here in the first half. Going to throw, and the pass going to be caught. Are they going to say it was caught? It was completed to Marfel on the far side. Going to be a pickup of about 6 yards. Going to bring up a 3rd and 4. As Marfel got it on the sideline, pickup of 6. Now we missed them. They had the cinnamon rolls coming by, but we missed them. Handoff going to come to the near side this time. Marfel going to pick up the first down before he's thrown back. He's going to pick up about 7. Skrjanik going to make the tackle along with a host of Tigers at the 45-yard line. A first down for the Valley Vikings as they have the ball on their own 45-yard line with 6:19 left here in the first half. Jackson brings him up. He's going to throw this time, rolls to the right side, throws, has his man on the far post. He's going to pick up the first down and about another 10, going to get all the way to the 35-yard line before he's down. Chacon makes the catch on the far side. Diaz on the tackle for the Tigers, but a big pickup for Valley as they're going to try and answer this Sterling score. The ball going to be placed on the Tiger 35-yard line, 1st and 10. 6 minutes left in the half. Handoff this time on the inside. Garza going to pick up about 3. Garza limping a little bit as he goes back to the huddle. Conchola with the tackle for Sterling. Going to bring up a 2nd and 8. 5:20 on the clock as they come to the line. Handoff up the middle. Pickup of 3 or 4. Jackson Wright kept the ball that time. Lyle Koch on the inside there for the tackle for the Tigers. Going to bring up a 3rd and 4 Under 5 minutes left here in the first half. The ball sitting on the Tiger 28-yard line. Handoff going to come to the near side. He has blockers in front of him. Gets around the corner, going to pick up the first down. Tackle going to be made by Stutzman. Marfel going to pick up about 8. Avery Stutzman with the tackle. But that's going to give a first down and 10 to the Valley Vikings inside the 20-yard line. Going to be down to the 18-yard line in the red zone. Are the Valley Vikings trailing by 3, 12-9. With 4 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first half. Sterling Tigers going to have that bend, don't break attitude. They got to stop them right here. Ball going to be snapped directly this time to Garza. Garza going to get his legs churning and a pick up 3 or 4. See what they spot him. Give him 3. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7. The ball at the 14-yard line. Valley back up to the line. Jackson with wing back and a back in motion now. Going to hand off to the back up the middle. Going to pick up 2 or 3. Going to get down to about the 12-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. Stutzman on the stop, along with McNear. Pickup of 1.5. Going to bring up a 3rd and 5 with just over 3 minutes left here in the first half. Tiger defense needs to come up big here. 3rd and 5, a big down for both squads. Tigers up 12-9. Valley breaks huddle. Tight formation. Jackson and a flag going to be thrown, a delay of game. That'll back them up 5 and make it a 3rd and 10. Delay of game on the Valley Vikings. The Tigers had one of those earlier tonight. So basically a 3rd and 10 situation with the ball sitting on the 17-yard line. The clock winds with 2:45 left here in the half. The handoff comes to the near side, has room, has big room. Going to be a first down. Oh, we got a flag on the field. Laundry on the field, I think a holding call, not sure. It looked like one of the Sterling Tigers got basically tackled. Yes, it is a holding call. Didn't know if they caught that or not. All the way down to the 14-yard line was the gain. The holding call was called at the 11-yard line. That'll back them up to the 21-yard line. It was at the 15. It'll go to the 26-yard line, and it'll be a 3rd and 20. So all of a sudden, the Valley offense is going in the wrong direction. They had a 3rd and 5. They now have a 3rd and 20. The clock at 2:37. Going to throw. Jackson has time, goes to the far side, throws, picked off by the Tigers. I think it was Weingart. He's at the 50. He's got the lane. The 40, the 30, the 20. Nobody going to catch him. Weingart with a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Kyle Weingart picked the ball off. Hold on, we got a flag. Never mind. Never mind. Got too excited. We got a flag. Back over here. Not sure what's going to happen. Something against the Tigers. Illegal block against the Tigers. All that fun for nothing, folks. It is a post-possession penalty, I believe. So I believe the Tigers will retain possession. It is an illegal block called against the Tigers. The flag thrown at the 40-yard line. Kyle Weingart with a heck of a run after he picked that off. So the Tigers going to take over possession after all of that fun on the 20-yard line, the 30-yard line. Ball going to be on the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 Tigers, as the bend don't break defense works perfectly there. Tigers up by 3, 12-9 with 2:19 left in the first half, and they'll have possession. Trip receivers to the near side, one to the far side. As Skrjanik has them in the pistol offense. Skrjanik going to come to the near side, run the option to Cody Leachman. He's going to break inside, has some room. He has 10, he has 15. He's going to get the ball all the way down to the 50-yard line. A 20-yard gain for Cody Leachman and the Tigers off that little option play. Just a little read, just a little zone read option play. Skrjanik brings it out. If the end takes him, he pitches it. The end took him, he pitched it. The wide receiver on the near side was Carey, made a great block to keep the defensive back outside, and a beautiful hole. And Cody Leachman found it for 20 yards, 1st and 10 Tigers at the 50-yard line. Clock runs with 2:06 in the first half. Receiver to the near side, one to the far. Jackson now in motion to the far side. He'll reset. Rose and Weingart on the near side. Jackson and Connor Carey on the far side. Handoff inside. Cody Leachman going to drag tacklers. He still keeps his leg moving. Going to pick up about 5 on first down. He is a hard back to bring down. Tigers out. He's going to throw. Skrjanik rolls to the near side. He's getting chased. Gets away. Comes back to the near side. Breaks a tackle. Breaks containment. Comes to the near side. Has blockers. Going to pick up a few before he gets brought down. He's going to get the first down as he's going to pick up about 10. He went all the way to the far sideline. Had the whole team of Valley Vikings over there. Broke away. Came back. And he's coming out. He needs a replacement. Not sure what happened to him. But a timeout going to be called by the Tigers as Skrjanik comes off. He's getting looked at by Doc Bacon. Not sure what exactly happened to him. Doc's still talking to him, asking him some questions. Not sure whether he got dinged a little bit. And Doc's asking him if he knows where he is and who he is. Yeah, he's having him follow his finger on his eyes and stuff. So just checking him out for a little concussion there to see if he's still with us here or if he's seeing little birdies floating around in the air. His name is Batman. 50 seconds on the clock. Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10 after that Skrjanik scramble. Halftime festivities out here tonight for homecoming. We'll have a longer halftime tonight. As Skrjanik walking around, I think he's okay here on the sideline. Diaz going to bring him out. 1st and 10, the ball resting on the Valley 33-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers. Jackson in motion. Diaz going to take the snap and hand off to Cody Leachman. Leachman going to plow forward for about 7 on first down. Put a saddle on Cody Leachman and let him just take you to the promised land. Every time he touches the ball, he picks up at least 5. Clock running at 30 seconds. 2nd and 3 for the Tigers. Diaz going to throw. Rolls to his left side. Going to throw across. Got the catch. I didn't see who it was. It'll be a first down. They'll stop the clock. Jackson with the catch. Nice pitch and catch. from Diaz to Jackson. 21 seconds left here in the first half. 1st and 10 Tigers. The ball right on the 20-yard line and a timeout Tigers. Tigers want to talk this over as they want to get something on the board right here before halftime and increase that lead. The looks of the scoreboard here in the second quarter are brought to you by your Aflac representatives, Bob Mollender and Daryl McCormick. Get to know Quack about Aflac. Call 522-2309. Oh, the duck's down there eating my cinnamon rolls that I wanted. Darn duck. He should bring some up here. Also want to remember that the Pete's Farmers Cooperative is your one-stop shop for fuel and propane contracts. 24-hour fuel whenever you travel through Pete's. See the Pete's Farmers Cooperative right there in Pete's. Halftime coming up. Our halftime show going to be brought to you by Signal Graphics. Make sure you stay tuned for that. As halftime festivities here for homecoming, they'll be naming the homecoming king and queen here at halftime for Sterling. James Skurjanik still talking with Doc Bacon down here on the sideline. Think he's doing okay. They're nodding and talking, and he's putting his helmet back on and going to the sideline, so it looks like he's okay. Diaz running the offense for the Tigers out of the timeout with 21 seconds left in the half. Rose resetting on the far side now. Trip receivers to the far side for the Tigers. Diaz going to get it. He's going to throw. Comes to the near sideline. Throws it deep towards the end zone. It's up for grabs. Is it intercepted? It is. Diaz throws an interception right before halftime as Diaz threw it deep into the end zone. And the pick in the corner of the end zone of Valley will take over 1st and 10 with 15 seconds left here in the first half. Tigers defense can't let anything get behind them here. They had momentum go into this. Even though they threw that interception, they had momentum going into this. Halftime, they can't let some fluke play here get by them. 15 seconds left in the half. Valley out. Jackson going to take it. He's going to run it himself back up the middle. Has about 6 or 7 before he stopped. You're going to give him 6, I think, on first down. And that's halftime, folks. As the clock runs out, the Sterling Tigers on top 12-9 at halftime. We'll be back here in just a minute to talk about what happened in the first half. You're listening to Sterling Tiger and Valley Viking football on Chassa.tv, ColoradoPreps.tv, on YouTube.com, on 1230 KSTC. This is a big-time small-town production.
All clear.
Thanks. And welcome back to Tiger Field as the Sterling Tigers hold a 12-9 lead here at halftime. The Sterling Tigers enjoying a halftime lead for homecoming as we have the homecoming festivities before us here tonight. As the golf carts are coming down the track, and there'll be a few minutes here. We'll know who the homecoming king and queen are. I remember homecoming. That was just a few years ago for me. Couple years ago. The Sterling Tigers with a 12-9 lead. Started out in the first quarter, it was all Valley with 6:53 left in the first quarter. A 41-yard Rodriguez field goal put the Valley Vikings on top 3-0. And with 2:05 left in the first, Jackson Wright, the quarterback, a 1-yard run for Valley. The kick was blocked. And the Tigers found themselves in a 9-0 hole at the end of the first quarter. But the Tigers would come back and score 2 touchdowns in the second quarter, as the first quarter ended with the Tigers on the Valley 7-yard line. And with only 5 seconds gone in the second quarter, Cody Leachman took the first play from scrimmage in the second quarter up the middle for a 7-yard run. Went in standing up, and the Tigers cut the lead to 9-6 as the extra point, a run for the extra point, failed. And then Sterling with 7:55 left in the second half. A 3-yard run on an end around to Rose. Nice play by the Tigers and a nice call by the Tigers as Ethan Rose went around the right side for 3 yards and a touchdown. They tried a little trickery on the extra point. Looked like they were going to try the kick, and then they were going to go into a 2-point throw. It never came to fruition, but the Tigers, with 2 touchdowns, take a 12-9 lead at halftime. They were close to scoring right before half, but an interception thrown inside the red zone. That's the 3rd interception thrown inside the red zone by the Tigers in the last 2 games. So the Tigers showing some resilience. They were on top in the second quarter, really controlled the second quarter well, as the Valley Vikings put up some big yardage in the first quarter, running over the Tiger defense and running long yards. The Sterling defense shut that down for the most part in the second quarter and did a nice job as the Tigers take that 3-point lead into halftime. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and talk about what each of these teams might want to do differently in the second half and see what adjustments they want to make here in the second half. You're listening to the Sterling Tigers and the Valley Vikings on 1230 KSTC. Thanks, Mike.
Yep.
And welcome back to Tiger Field as the Sterling Marching Band going to be performing here for us momentarily as Batman is out here. And Superman. We have superheroes among us. As I saw some true superheroes out here tonight. I saw somebody in the Marine Corps uniform walking around out here. Those are true superheroes. But we got Superman leading the Sterling Marching Band as they're going to perform for us here at halftime, as the Sterling King and Queen were named in our halftime festivities. Drew Carlson, the homecoming queen, and Truett Parrish, the homecoming king for Sterling tonight, as they're playing Superman. That's why Superman is leading the band. I understand it. He's conducting the band, and Superman, yeah, and they're playing Superman. I understand now. I get it. That's good. What? Yeah, that's it. Sterling Tigers leading 12-9 here at halftime. And in our first segment, we talked about what happened in the first half. In the second segment here, we're going to talk about what the teams, each Valley and Sterling, may want to correct or adjust at halftime. And we're going to start with the Valley Vikings. The things that they would like to adjust is going back to the running game they had in the first quarter, as they were picking up big yardage on the Sterling Tigers on just some simple runs, but they were executing their blocks perfectly, and the Sterling Tigers were giving up big yardage on their running game to the Valley Vikings. You got to think that the Valley Vikings are going to look at that and come back here in the third quarter and try to get back to that running game, as they ran time off the clock and took an early 9-0 lead, as that running game was working well in the first quarter. The other thing you may see Valley adjust on the defensive side of the ball is defensively they're going to have to find an answer, one for Cody Leachman, the running back for the Sterling Tigers, as every time he's touched the ball, he's picked up at least 4 or 5 and has picked up several times more than that. The other thing on defense they're going to have to try and stop is that Skurjanik has run it to both the near and far side, or both left and right side of the formation. Basically the zone read option, that basically he's going to take the ball and go to that side. If the defensive end takes him, he's going to pitch it to Cody Leachman. And that has worked well for the Tigers, as Leachman has picked up big yardage on that little zone read option coming to either side. They're going to have to figure out an answer for that. And somebody is going to have to pick up Leachman coming out of the backfield, as they are not doing a good job of that, the Vikings, so far tonight. On the Sterling side of the ball, the Sterling Tigers on offense, the first quarter, were struggling just to, they looked like they were just a little discombobulated there in the first quarter. In the second quarter, however, they got the running game going behind Cody Leachman, and they got the passes that they needed to throw, they made. A beautiful pass from Skurjanik to Weingart, picked up almost 40 yards. It was a great pass play that took them down in a position where they were ready to score. And so the Tiger offense, I think the thing that they're going to change here in the second half, I think with that lead, and if they continue to have that lead, you're going to see Cody Leachman get the ball much more, as they're going to try and keep the clock running and keep the chains moving and let Cody Leachman's legs just power him down the field and eat up the clock. The best way to keep the Valley offense off the scoreboard is to keep them off the field. And if the Tigers can keep Cody Leachman in that running game going, they won't have to worry about throwing it. They won't have to worry about playing defense. They'll just play a lot of offense. And I think that's one thing they're going to want to do here in the second half. As far as the Sterling defense, all year they have tried to play that bend, don't break type of defense. They have given up some big yardage and tried to keep teams from scoring. They try to keep them between the 20s. And the Tigers, with the exception of the beginning of the first quarter, have done that. as they have the Valley Vikings got down to the 10-yard line and failed to score as they backed them up, and then a interception by number 22 Kyle Weingart stopped their drive and totally turned the momentum of the second quarter. So the Tiger defense, I think, just do a little bit more of what they're doing. I'd like to see them get a little more pressure in the backfield as they are letting Garza get some big runs. Garza probably, I don't have all my stats added up here, but probably Garza in the 60 to 70-yard category in the first half in yardage, as he had several plays that went for more than 10 yards. He's a little scat back. He's hard to see in the big bodies out there, 5'7", 175 pounds. And I think they're going to have to figure out a way to contain him, as he has been the big yardage leader so far for the Valley Vikings. The Sterling Tigers coming out of the locker room here at halftime will have that 3-point lead, but they will be kicking to Valley as the Tigers received in the first half. So Valley will get the first shot at it, the first possession here in the second half. And so the Sterling Tiger defense going to have to come up big. As you know, the the Valley Vikings, one of the things they're talking about at halftime right now is they need to jump out and get a score quick here on this first possession and get things back tilted in their favor and get the momentum back on their side. The Sterling Tigers going to have to come out and shut down that first big rush that the Valley's going to come out and put some tough pressure on them right away here in the third and try and get down and score. Tigers need to stand tough and divert that and turn them away and have a stop here on their first possession and keep the pressure on them. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to be back after this as it's about 3 minutes left here in the halftime show. The Sterling Tigers will be out here shortly. The Valley Vikings will be out here shortly as we'll be going to the second half here soon. Sterling Tigers 12, the Valley Vikings 9. As you're listening to CHSAA.TV, ColoradoPreps.TV, you're on YouTube.com, 1230 KSTC, because this is a big-time small-town production. Night lights, it's Sterling homecoming football as we have the Sterling Tigers and the Valley Vikings getting set here for the start of the second half. If you're just joining us, the Sterling Tigers on top 12-9 going into the third quarter. It was all Valley in the first quarter on a Rodriguez field goal from 41 yards. The Valley Vikings on top 3-0. Also in the first quarter with 2 minutes left, Wright with a 1-yard run, the quarterback with a 1-yard run, and a kick was blocked by the Tigers. So a 9-0 lead by Valley in the first quarter. Tigers came storming back in the second quarter to put 2 scores of their own in the end zone. Leachman on a 7-yard run, and then also Rose on a 3-yard run. The Tigers missed extra points on both of those, and they're up 12-9 as we go to start the second half. The Tigers will kick to start the second half. They'll be going left to right on your radio dial and on your TV screen. Left to right, they're going to be black, all black. Black pants and black jerseys with a white helmet. Valley in their black pants with white jerseys, their road whites, and black helmets. Tigers will kick here in the second half. Truett Parrish to kick. Truett Parrish also the homecoming king tonight. The homecoming king, Truett Parrish, if you're just joining us here at homecoming festivities for Sterling tonight. Drew Carlson, the homecoming queen. As the Tigers are set to kick. Garza back to receive, along with Roman Marfel. The kick going to go short to the left side. Going to be fielded at about the 32-yard line. He runs it. Own man runs into him, knocks him down. Also on the tackle for the Tigers, Drew Conchola. Drew Conchola with the tackle. Assist going to, I think it was Garza. So the ball right about the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Valley Vikings as we start this third quarter. Handoff going to come to the near side, going to try to get to the outside, has room. Marfel going to pick up the first down, or very close to it as he goes out of bounds. Give him a gain of about 9, 8 or 9. Let's see where they mark him. Ethan Rose knocks him out of bounds. Going to give him 8. Going to bring up a 2nd and 2 for the Vikings. Ball setting on the Tiger, or on the Valley 43-yard line. Jackson Wright brings him out. He's going to hand off on the inside to the near side again. That's going to be Marfel again. He's going to have the first down and another gain of about 6 or 7. Give him 6. Diaz on the tackle, but a first down, and they cross into Tiger territory. The ball going to be spotted in between the 48 and 49-yard line. So 2 plays quickly. I said that the Valley Vikings were going to want to get that running game going again, and they've established that here as they've went 23 yards in 2 plays. Handoff inside to Garza. This time the Tigers pick it up, but not before Garza going to pick up 6. Brandon Garza right up the middle. Follows his blocker, is going to pick up 6. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 4. The ball resting in between the 42 and 43-yard line. Tigers defense bending, but bending a little too much here. This time right up the gut again. Ball is on the ground. Don't know who has it. There's a big pile up. Where's the ball? Ball was fallen on by Garza. He fumbled it and fell on it. Pickup of about 2, going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Tigers need a big defensive stop right here. Valley looking to move the chains. Ball setting at just about the 45-yard line. Ball going to come to the near side, and the big pile up by the Tigers as Marfel got close to the first down but did not get it. Tackle inside by the Sterling interior defense, 72-74 in on the tackle. They're going to go for it on fourth down, and why shouldn't they? They're at the Tiger 39-yard line. They just need 1 yard. Tiger defense coming up big here. Direct snap to Garza, goes behind his defense or his offensive line, going to pick up 3. Direct snap to Garza. He had 2 backs and the offensive line in front of him. And a pickup of about 4, first down. Ball on the 36-yard line of the Tigers. First and 10, Valley doing exactly what I told you they wanted to do. Come out here, have a long drive, and score on their first possession. Tigers need to find a way to stop that. Garza going to the right side this time, going to get a hole, and he breaks through, and he's going to go all the way. Nobody going to catch him. They do catch him and stop him. I didn't think anybody would get to him. Rose caught him and caught him at the 1 or 2 yard line. A pickup from the 36-yard line, a 35-yard pickup to the far side. First and goal at the 1 yard line with 9:17 on the clock. I didn't think Rose could catch him, but he did. So the Tiger defense on a goal line stand here. Can they keep them out? Valley at the 1. Direct snap to the front. Looks like they kept him out this time. Short of the goal. Nope. Touchdown was signaled on the inside by the umpire. Jackson Wright with a 1 yard run with 9:03 left here in the third quarter. Jackson Wright with a 1 yard run. Valley on top now, 15-12. This extra point big right here. Rodriguez kick blocked by the Tigers. Matt McNear right up the middle. Big paw up there and knocked it down. So the Valley Vikings is going to take a 15-12 lead here in the third quarter. Tigers trailing by a field goal. As this is going to be a back and forth fight, it looks like, the rest of the game. And Valley did exactly what their script said, come out and score early here in the third quarter on their first possession. And they did exactly what they thought they needed to do. Tigers unable to stop them. Graves, along with Brendan Diaz, back for the Tigers for the return. Rodriguez set to put a boot into it. Rodriguez puts a boot in it at the 40-yard line. Low, wobbly kick going to be picked up by Diaz at the 18-yard line. Comes down the near sideline, has blocks. Goes up the middle, going to get all the way back to the 40, 41-yard line. Nice job by Diaz. Pickup of 22, 23 yards on the return. Ball just outside the 40-yard line. The Sterling Tigers will take over first and 10 with 8:57 left in the third quarter. James Skurjanik going to bring him out. 3 receivers to the far side. He's going to keep it himself. Come around right in. Skurjanik going to pick up 8, 9, 10. Going to go out of bounds. Nice job. As he had a nice fake to Cody Leachman off the left side, kept it himself, called his own number, came to the near side, going to pick up 11 and a first down. Ball going to be at the Valley 49-yard line, 1st and 10, Sterling. Big crowd out here tonight for homecoming. Like to see that out here supporting their kids and their grandkids and nephews. And Valley has a pretty good contingent on the other side. 2 receivers far side, 2 receivers near side. Leachman behind Skrjanik. The handoff to Leachman. He keeps his legs churning, breaks away. He's up the middle, has one man to beat. He gets tackled from behind at the 30-yard line. They thought they had him, and he broke away from an arm tackle. And Cody Leachman going to pick up 20 as the ball inside the 29 or inside the 30-yard line at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10. Nice job by Cody Leachman to keep those legs churning. They had him by the jersey at about 5 yards, and he just broke away. Defensive back was able to grab him and pull him down. He's going to throw. Skrjanik rolls to the near side, throws. The pass is caught, and diving forward was Weingart. He's going to get to the 19-yard line, should have the first down. A 10-yard pitch and catch between Skrjanik and Weingart, and a 1st and 10 for the Sterling Tigers as they try to answer the score from the Valley Vikings. They're already inside the red zone at the 19-yard line with 8:02 left in the 3rd quarter. Skrjanik brings them out, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Handoff, Leachman, nope, Skrjanik going to keep it himself, and he gets upended hard after a gain of about 3 or 4. Pops right back up, though. He got hit high and low at the same time. Going to give him a pickup of about 3. Going to be a 2nd and a long 7 or a short 8 for the Tigers. Diaz in there now, running the offense for Sterling. Three receivers to the far side. Weingart to the near side. Diaz going to run. He has trouble in the background. He gets away. Going to come back to the near side now. Has one man to beat on that side and then gets back. There's going to be a flag in the middle of the field. Another flag at the end of it. I'm not sure what happened at the end. There was unsportsman on somebody, but Diaz should have been caught for a loss, broke away, came back to the near side, got back about to the line of scrimmage. There's a flag in the defensive backfield. And then at the end of the play, 2 flags over here near the sidelines where the tackle was made. So the first flag going to be a, well, he keeps wanting to say holding, but I'm not sure who it's on. So if he's got a holding against Sterling, and then he's got a dead ball foul, and I'm not sure who that dead ball personal foul is on, whether it's Valley or Sterling. Unsportsmanlike against Sterling. So we got a whole lot of yellow hankies out there, and they're all going against the Tigers. Multiple fouls on the play. Started out a 2nd and about 8 for the Tigers. So they're going to mark off the They're going to mark off the 10 yards, I believe, for the holding call. And now they're going to march off the 15 yards for the unsportsmanlike. So it'll be first down and about Pete's. At least the Sterling Reservoir. 2nd down and 29 yards, almost 30 yards. I don't know if there's a play in the playbook for that. 2nd and 29. Trip receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Little quick pass to the outside. To Weingart, he's going to come down the sideline. He's going to get knocked out of bounds about the 29-yard line. No huddle offense for the Tigers as they're going to set the ball at the 29-yard line. Going to be a 3rd and 20 for the Tigers. Trip receivers to the near side. Carey, Weingart, also Graves. Throw back to the other side, almost picked off as he hit the helmet of the defensive back. The throw on the quick slant was going to Connor Carey. The throw was offline and hit the defensive back right in the helmet. The ball popped up into the air, but unable to catch it were the defensive backs on that side. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 20 with 6:47 left here in the 3rd quarter. And the ball resting on the 39-yard line. Tigers trailing by 3. They're going to go for it. Ball comes out, it's in. Leachman going to get it. It was a missed play. The snap came back. Nobody was ready for it. It went right through Diaz's hands. It hit Leachman. Leachman tried to make the best of it, but whoever snapped the ball snapped it way too soon. It's going to be a first down for the on the turnover on downs. It'll be a first down for the Valley Vikings. The ball on the 35-yard line of Valley. Tiger defense needs to come up tough here. Trailing by 3. Jackson Wright brings them in. Ball going to go Garza on the far side. They string it out, do the Tigers. Nice job by the defense. Tiger defense stopping for only a gain of 1. Garza. Come out a 2nd and 9. Jackson Wright brings them to the line. The ball just outside the 35-yard line. Going to hand it back up the middle. It's Garza this time. He's got a lane. He's got the corner. He's at the 40. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 30. About the 29-yard line, a pickup of 10, 20, 30, 35 yards, 36 yards. 1st and 10 Valley at the Tiger 29-yard line. Garza came around as Avery Stutzman being helped off the field, not putting a lot of weight on that left leg. Doc Bacon going to get him over here to the sidelines and have a look at him. As the Valley Vikings come back to the line, 1st and 10, 29-yard line. They lead by 3 with 5:40 left in the 3rd quarter. Pitch and an end around coming to the near side. Tigers smell that one out, but a gain of about 3 or 4. Tackle by Rose. And also in on the stop for the Tigers, P.J. Holzhauser. .5:11, the clock running. 2nd and about 7. Goes right up the middle. Jackson, the quarterback, going to keep it himself, going to pick up about 3. Jackson Wright going to pick up 3 or 4. Going to bring up a 3rd and a long 3 for Valley. The ball on the Tiger 28-yard line. Stutzman back in. A little limpy, but he's back in. Tiger defense being hailed by the Sterling faithful to stop him right here. 3rd and a long 3. Ball going to go back up the middle to Garza. This time he's gets stuffed. Going to pick up maybe 2. Going to get close to the first down, but not enough for the first down. That'll bring up a 4th down and 1. The ball resting right on the 20-yard line. Got to think that the Valley Vikings will go for it, 4th and 1. They better get this play called and up to the line, or they're going to get a delay of game called. They're up to the line with 3:51 left here in the quarter. Hand off to Garza up the middle. He gets stuffed. I don't know. Second effort. I don't think he got it. It's all on where the official spot here. The official spot. They're going to have to measure this one, folks. It's not. They're not even going to measure it. It's not there. The Sterling Tiger defense comes up big on 4th and 1 at the 20-yard line. And a turnover on downs. Well, the Tigers turned it over on downs to the Vikings at the other end. And now the Vikings turn it over on downs to the Tigers at this end at the 20-yard line. Nice job by the Sterling defense, led by the big 3 inside, Colson, Bacon, McNear, and Koch on the inside as they stacked it up in there, filled by the linebackers, and they stuffed them for the loss and got the ball. Carry to the far side. Weingart and Jackson to the near side, and a timeout going to be called as they saw something. The Vikings saw something they didn't like, and a timeout going to be called by the Vikings as they come up to the line here with 3:40 left here in the third quarter, and the Tigers trailing by 3, 15-12. This look at the scoreboard here in the third quarter brought to you by your local Aflac representatives Bob Mullender and Daryl McCormick. Hurt or sick? Don't just sit there and take it. Call 522-2309. I don't see it. Don't see the duck. I'm not sure where the duck is. Oh, he's on the burning S. That'd be a little warm, I would think. Feet are cold. I understand. Feet are cold. He's warming his feet. Don't forget that at halftime that was brought to you by Nelson Financial. Plan for your retirement. Visit with Joel at Nelson Financial, 206 Main Street in Sterling. Better to plan and not need it than to need it and not have a plan. Also, Signal Graphics, the Broadway Plaza Shopping Center, your one-stop shop for all your printing needs. Business cards, posters, flyers, any signage you need for your business or your event. Give Kelvin a call at 521-9000. Out of the timeout, the Tigers will send Connor Carey wide to the far side. 2 receivers to the near side, Weingart and Jackson. Ball going to be centered. Quick pass comes to the near side to Weingart. A little bubble screen from Diaz. He's going to pick up 3 on first down. Maybe 4. Let's see where they spot it. Give him 4. Almost 5. Give him 5. Going to be a 2nd and 5. Generous spot. Clock running. 3:14 left in the third quarter. Weingart to the near side. Rose and Carey split to the far side. Diaz behind center. Going to hand off to Cody Leachman. He's going to bull forward almost the first down. Let's see where they mark it. Should have the first down. And if I was the Tigers, I would put a saddle on Cody Leachman and ride him right now all the way down. Going to be a first down, Tigers. The ball sitting on the 30-yard line, 1st and 10, Sterling. 2:51, as soon as the chains are set, they'll wind the clock. Weingart and Rose coming to the near side. Carey to the far side. Diaz puts the man in motion back across the grain. Now they're going to run that little option, get it to Cody Leachman. He's got a zone on the far side, going to break forward and fall down, going to pick up 8. As Diaz got, was it Diaz or Skurjanik? Skurjanik got his bell rung. I think it's Skurjanik. Diaz goes back in. It's Skurjanik. It's a shoulder or a collarbone or something they're looking at. Doc Bacon quickly over there to look at him. So Diaz back behind center now in that pistol formation. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side with Leachman by Diaz in the backfield. Diaz going to throw. Pumps going to go deep on the near side. And he threw outside. The receiver, who was Rose, went to the inside, and the ball falls harmlessly at the 30-yard line. Jackson going to check back in. Jackson comes to the near side along with Weingart. Carry to the far side. Zach Bramer is a wingback. Diaz, the quarterback, 3 yards deep. Little pitch. Comes to the outside to Leachman. He's going to break inside one, breaks the tackle, and going to get the first down. As Leachman, the ball was on the ground. Leachman getting the first down, picks up 4. First down, Tigers with the ball on the 43-yard line, their own 43. 1:37, I believe, on the clock. There's a couple lights out on the scoreboard, but I think 1:37 left here in the third quarter. Tigers trailing 15-12. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Handoff inside. This time it's Graves. He's going to pick up before he's thrown around. I think his forward progress is going to bring him out past the 45-yard line, right at the 45-yard line. Ball going to be resting with the nose touching the 45-yard line. 1:05 the clock runs. Now down to a minute as the Tigers break out of their huddle. It'll be a 2nd down and 8. The ball on the 45-yard line. Diaz with Graves behind him, Rose in motion. Handoff to Rose on the end around. Rose going to pick up about 4. Give him 5. See where they mark it here. Ball going to be marked at the 50-yard line, a pickup of 5 on 2nd down. We'll bring up a 3rd and 3. Ball setting on the 50-yard line. Tigers need to get to the 47 for the first down. 19 seconds left here in the quarter. Tigers trailing by 3. I don't know if they'll get it off. 13 on the clock as they break the huddle. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Down to 7. Down to 5. The play is away. Throw quick near side. Weingart. He's on his knees when he catches it. Going to be a loss of 2. Nope, the ball was incomplete. It bounced in. Good thing, because it would have been a loss of 2. And that's the quarter. The Tigers going to end the third quarter trailing 15-12. We'll be back for the fourth quarter to see if the Tigers can bring us back here and get a homecoming victory. You're listening to CHSAA.TV, ColoradoPreps.TV, YouTube.com, 1230 KSTC. This is a big-time small-town production.
All clear. Lights up.
Tigers go for it on 4th down with the ball resting on the 50-yard line. They pick up the first down and more on a pitch and catch, and then there's going to be a face mask on top of that. So a 4th and 4 going to turn down to a first down for the Tigers. The ball going to be placed on the Valley Viking 34-yard line, 1st and 10 Tigers to start off the 4th quarter. Great way to start off the 4th. Tigers going to hand off on the inside. Cody Leachman going straight forward, going to pick up 5, maybe 6. We'll see where they mark it here. Sterling Tigers, every time they have given the ball to Cody Leachman, he has rewarded them with 5 or 6 yards on the ground. This time Jackson going to get it around the right side. He picks up a block. Going to have the first down, it looks like, as he gets down to about the 25-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. Official time, they're actually going to measure this. This is the first time they've measured tonight. Yeah, the joke before the game tonight was this crew was actually going to work the Bronco game this weekend. But now that the officials are back, they're here working Sterling tonight. Going to be short by about a football. So I believe that will bring up a 3rd and a less than 1. I don't think the box has changed over there. It should be 3rd down. I believe. Yes. So 3rd and 1, the Tigers come to the line. The ball sitting just outside the 25-yard line, or just inside the 25-yard line. Diaz going to have the snap, give it to Leachman. He's stuffed, but he falls forward. Going to pick up 2 or 3 as he kept his legs turning. He was hit right in the hole, right at the line of scrimmage. But it's pretty hard to stop him. And he moves forward for the first down. Tigers going to have a first down, the ball resting on in between the 27 and 28-yard line. I haven't been able to keep up with Connor Carey to see, or no, with Skurjanik to see where he is or if he's still got his helmet on or what's going on. Checking his shoulder out. Comes to the near side and caught from behind. Graves was coming to the near side and he was caught from behind. Going to bring up a loss of about 3 or 4. Let's see where they mark this. Loss of 4. Going to bring up a 2nd and 14 for the Tigers. Diaz comes back on after getting the play. Now I see number 5 standing on the sidelines. So Scourge is standing down there. He has his helmet on and he still has his pads on, I think. So I think he's still available to play. Diaz going to come out with receivers to the near side. And a timeout going to be called. Coach is not happy. Timeout by the Tigers as the coach did not get the formation he called and didn't get what he wanted. And he calls a timeout. They looked confused out there. Skurjanik standing right in the middle. Looks like the sea has parted. And standing right there on the sidelines, number 5. And I think I'm not sure, he has something with his shoulder. I'm not sure whether he got a stinger or what. But they're not putting him back in the game right now. Pete's Farmers Co-op is your one-stop shop for feed and delivery. Pete's Farmers Cooperative is extremely proud of their new corn facility in Iliff, serving more of Northeast Colorado. Hey, don't miss out on the Injury Access Show every Saturday morning on the Saturday Morning Sports Show, 7:30 to 10 a.m. on 104.7 King FM. Marla from the training room at Total Access helped us understand sports injuries and how to rehab them. Split receivers, 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Going to throw, going to go deep, going for the home run ball deep. Carey, a flag in the end zone as Carey was interfered with. Carey had it, and he got interfered with in the end zone, so that'll be a 15-yard penalty. There's Laundry down in the end zone. Connor Carey, it was a great pass. Carey tried to make the catch, but being face guarded and pushed by the defensive back will result in a defensive pass interference on Valley. And a big break for the Sterling Tigers as they lost 4 on first down. So the ball going to come from the 27. So the ball should be on the 12-yard line. And there it is. Ball on the 12-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Tigers in the red zone. Diaz going to bring them out. 9:39 left in the game, and the Tigers trailing by 3. The Valley defense whooping it up, trying to get themselves fired up at the 12-yard line. Tight formation for the Tigers, 3 receivers, or 3 backs beside him. Now splitting out of that. Jackson going to the far side along with Weingart. Rose and Carey on the near side. Leachman behind Diaz. Hand up to Leachman. Up the middle. Keeps his legs churning. Going to pick up about 7. Almost got to the 5-yard line, I think. Let's see where they spot it. Leachman behind the offensive line just going forward. They're going to spot it at the 6-yard line. A pickup of 6. 2nd down and 4 for the Tigers. Tigers can get a first down at the 2-yard line. Carey split to the near side. Graves, Jackson, and Weingart all split to the top of the field. Cody resets behind him to the left side. Going to hand off to Leachman this time. Up the middle. Breaks away. Touchdown Tigers! Cody Leachman was hit at the 3 and broke away and kept his legs churning, walked in on his feet, did not get tackled, and Cody Leachman, with 8:49 left in the 4th quarter, puts the Tigers up by 3, 18-15. Cody Leachman just keeps his legs churning every time he has the ball. So a 6-yard return. Now Parrish out for the kick. This will make it more than a field goal difference. Truett Parrish with the kick. It's up. It's good. Truett Parrish with the kick. And the Tigers on top, 19-15. So the Tigers retake the lead with 8:49. And now it's going to be the defensive job to make a stop here. The Tiger defense going to be called on here to make a stop. As the Tigers on for the kick, Truett Parrish will be kicking off. Looks like the Rockies on the short end of the stick to the Dodgers, 4-0 right now. Parrish set to kick. Garza back along, I believe, with Marfil. This one kicked down the middle, high kick. Getting picked up by Garza at the 15. At the 25, up the middle, hit and dropped. A big hit at the 33-yard line. Matthew Wheeler The 120-pound freshman put a big stick. Yeah, I was trying to figure out who number one was coming off, but he put the big stick on Garza. Nice tackle by Wheeler. Big time. Ball at the 33-yard line, 34-yard line. Valley trying to answer here. Hand off to Garza on the far side. Big dive tackle on the far side. Nice job. Avery Stutzman with a big play from his linebacker position. Pickup of 1. That play has worked very well for Valley all night long. And the Tigers are finally figuring out what that is and adjusting. And Avery Stutzman, coming from his linebacker position, put a stop to that. That'll bring a 2nd and 9. The ball on the 36-yard line. Come to this side this time. Garza gets a hole on the outside, though. Going to be brought down from Jackson on the backside, but he's going to pick up 7 or 8. Let's see where they mark it. Jackson with the tackle. Garza limping as he goes back to the huddle. Going to give him 8 on 2nd down. It'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The ball on the Valley 43-yard line. 7:41 left in the ball game. Tigers up 19-15. Valley to the ball. Tight formation. Jackson going to hand off this time. Garza this side has the first down. Going to pick up about 5. So a first down, the ball going to be placed on the 49-yard line. Valley 49-yard line trying to get into Tiger territory with 7:21 left here in the game, and they trail by 4. They have to have a touchdown here. Field goal will not help them. We know that their kicker, Rodriguez, has a leg. He made a 41-yard field goal in the first quarter. The extra point, though, made by Truett Parrish, puts the Tigers up by 4, and a field goal will not help Valley. In motion, Farfalla going to hand it to Harfar on the far side. He gets around the corner. Going to pick up a big yardage on the far side. Going to have the first down, I think. Let's see where they mark him out. Nope, he stepped out well before the first down marker. Going to give him 6 or 7. Give him 7 on first down. Should bring up a 2nd and 3. He's into Tiger territory at the Tiger 44-yard line. The Sterling defense bending here. They can't afford to break. 2nd and 3. Handoff again to the far side. Flag this time as the runner gets away. Going to pick up the first down and more. A flag at the 46-yard line. I think a holding call. Pickup of about 15 on the play. Yep. A holding call on Valley. The flag on the 42-yard line will move the ball back to the 48-yard line of Valley. It'll be a 2nd and 11. Under 7 minutes left here in the game. 2nd and 11, ball on the Valley 48-yard line. Tigers helped out by that holding call there. Valley out of the huddle. The handoff going to come near side to Garza this time. Big play, wrapping him up. Got in there first was McNair. And then finishing it off was Jackson. The first man to hit him was McNair, got him stumbling, and then Jackson finishes it off. A loss of about 2 on the play. Make it a loss of 1 to bring up a 3rd and 12. Ball sitting on the 47-yard line. Big down for both teams right here. The ball on the 47-yard line, 3rd and 12. The clock ticking down towards 6 minutes, 6:10 as they break the huddle. They have a split receiver this time to the far side. First time they've split somebody out. Got to think they're going to try and throw here on 3rd and 12, and they are. He's backing up, going to throw to that side. He has a man, and just at the last second, a hand up, and almost caught it on the far side. It was a great throw. That was Marfel, number 33, just overthrew him. I mean, just barely overthrew him, and Rose was on the coverage out there. Nice coverage by the defensive back. That'll bring the punt team on for Valley, the only second time they've punted tonight. I wouldn't put it past them to throw a fake here. Under 6 minutes and the ball basically at the 50-yard line. They are going to punt it away. The ball gets away, low end-over-end kick, going to go deep, and he should have picked it up. Oh, it does get into the, finally does get into the end zone. So a 52-yard kick with a net of 32 as it'll come out to the 20-yard line as a end-over-end kick rolls into the end zone for the touchback. I thought it was going to die at about the 3-yard line, but it gets into the end zone. So the Tigers will take over. 1st and 10 on their 20-yard line. There's 5:47 on the clock. They're up by 4. They need some first downs here, and they need to keep the ball on the ground and keep the clock running. I would think that Cody Leachman would see the ball several times here, and they just tell him put 2 hands on the ball. No turnovers here. Receiver to the near side is Carey. 2 receivers to the far side. Diaz going to throw. And he does to Stutzman, and Stutzman drops the ball. We just said no turnovers. Give the ball to Leachman. And it's the Valley Vikings ball. Stutzman got wrapped up and thrown around, and he dropped the ball. Valley takes over on the Sterling 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Wow. I just said hand the ball off, up the middle, let Leachman run this clock out. We throw the ball. It was complete, but then on the tackle, the fumble. Got to control the football. Valley at the 20-yard line. Jackson up the middle. Going to get 3 or 4, maybe 5. Jackson right up the middle. So a 2nd and 5, pickup of 5. Haven't seen a pass to the tight ends yet. You got to think that's something that's going to be in the minds here. Farfel going to go to the outside. He's got a lane, but quickly closes. Still going to pick up a couple. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2. Marfel picks up a couple. Going to bring up a 3rd and a long 2 for the Valley Vikings here with the ball resting on the 18-yard line. Big play by the Sterling defense right here. Can they stop him? To the line. Jackson going to fake and a hand back to Marfel on the counter, and he's up the touchdown. Nobody got him. He scores from the 13-yard line, so the turnover costly for the Tigers. The Tigers had the ball with just over 5 minutes left, needed to run out the clock and the turnover, and the Tigers find themselves down 21-19 on a 13-yard run from Marfel, with 4:14 left in the game. Tigers reeling as they're going to line up and go for 2 here. As it's a 2-point game, they need the 2. The throw going to come to the end zone. Throw was no good. And so the Tigers theoretically are still within a field goal at 21-19. Tigers will get the ball back with 4:14 on the kickoff here. Wow. Back and forth, back and forth. I just thought the Tigers would come and run the clock out with Cody Leachman back there. That big back, I thought they'd hand it off to him to the left side, to the right side, to the left side, whatever. Get some first downs and run that clock down. Field position.
Well, you're not coaching.
That's why I don't make the big bucks, exactly. That's why I'm sitting up here. Graves back for the Tigers, along with, looks like Skurjanik's back there. Scourge is back on the field. Kickoff from Rodriguez coming from the 40. 4:14 left in the game. Do the Tigers have something left in the tank? It's going to be a flag and a offsides on the kickoff. The person right beside the kicker. That's the person who should not be offsides. The one running right beside the kicker was the one that was offsides. Yeah, when you watch the game films, that's the one that should not be offsides. So they'll do it over. Kicking off from the 35 now. Tigers should get some field position out of this. Kick going to go down the middle. Going to picked up by Scourge at the 15-yard line. He's at the 20. The 25 goes to the outside. His jersey going to be caught at the 30. He's going to fall forward, and the ball going to be marked about the 30-yard line. Tigers will take over 1st and 10. With 4:05 left here in the game, Tigers trailing 21-19 on a homecoming evening. A beautiful night out here. Big crowd on both sides, as the Sterling Tigers have to move 70 yards in 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Truett Parrish getting warmed up on the sideline here. He has a chance to win it. The Tigers just need a field goal to win. Carey split to the near side. Jackson beside him. Weingart to the far side. Coming in motion. And the handoff. Got room. Coming to the near side. Has the room. And it's going to be number 2, Ethan Rose, going to pick up a first down. Stops the clock on the end around. Ethan Rose picks up just over 10, almost 11 yards. 3:56. The clock will stop for the chains to move. Tigers first down on their own 42-yard line. The chains are set, and the clock will run. Tigers to the line. 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Now Jackson in motion. Throw comes to the near side. Making a move and then going out was Jackson, I believe. Nope, it was Connor Carey. Nice job by Carey, going to pick up 5 or 6. Let's see where they post him here. Basically going to give him 5. Long 4, short 5, whatever. It's going to be 6. 2nd and 6 basically for the Tigers. The ball sitting on the Tiger 46-yard line. Hand off to Jackson on the end around to the right side. Has a hole. He's going to have the first down. As he rolls forward, they're going to spot it. Let's see where they spot it. It's right at the first down marker. Looks like it's going to be a little short. They're going to bring the markers in. It looks like to me that he's going to be about a half a ball short, about a Twinkie, I think. About a Twinkie short. I think so. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to bring the chains on. Officials timeout. And don't forget that you can get DVDs of all these games that we broadcast here on Big Time Small Town. Just go to www.bigtimesmalltown.com. Big Time Small Town Media is a group of local broadcasters proud to bring you the big time to the small town. And yes, it's about a Twinkie short. It'll be third and about 6 inches or so as the Tigers come to the line. The clock at 3:23. Tigers trailing by 2. Carey to the outside, Jackson to the inside on the near side, Weingart on the far side along with Rose. Handoff inside, and a big bruising run as he just ran over the linebacker that filled the hole. That's what they should have been doing on the last series right there. Give it to Cody Leachman. As the linebacker filled the hole, Cody Leachman put his shoulder down and ran him over. Pickup of about 8, first down Tigers. Ball rests now on the 40-yard line of the Valley Vikings. Welcome to high school football. Going to run the option. This time he's going to keep it himself. Diaz going to pick up 5, maybe 6 on the play as the defensive end scooted out to take the option back, which was Cody Leachman. Diaz kept it himself, picks up 6. It's a 2nd and 4. Ball on the 35-yard line. 2:51 left here in the game. Tigers methodically moving it down here. Diaz puts in motion to the far side, has room, makes a cut and breaks a tackle and gets the first down. Nice play by Ethan Rose as he went in motion across the formation, got the handoff, broke a tackle and dove forward. Enough for the first down, and the Tigers will move the chains again. 1st and 10. 2:32 left here in the game. The Tigers with a methodical drive here, starting at their own 30-yard line. Now standing at the 30-yard line of the Valley Vikings. 2:29. Weingart to the far side. Carey and Jackson to the near side. Leachman behind Diaz. And he was called off on the hard count. Diaz with a hard count, and the interior line came off the ball and across. An encroachment call coming against the interior line, the defense of the Valley Vikings, in a 5-yard pickup for the Tigers without doing a thing. The hard count by Diaz moves the ball to the 25-yard line. So a 1st and 5 for the Sterling Tigers as they break huddle with 2:16 on the clock. Carey and Jackson to the near side. Handoff up the middle. Leachman breaks through. 5, 10, 5, touchdown! He went right through the middle from the 25-yard line. Cody Leachman right up the middle of the formation. The 15-10-5 touchdown. Nobody touched him. He walked into the end zone with 2:09 left. The Tigers go up 24-21. Or 25-21. 25-21. It's hard to read that scoreboard, all the lights out. But you add 6 to 19, that's 25. Well, I did go to math class once. They're going to go the 2-point conversion here. And a timeout going to be called by the Tigers with 2:09 on the clock. So Sterling comes back with a drive of their own. They get the ball with 4:14 left in the fourth quarter at the 30-yard line and drive it in 2 minutes and 5 seconds. And score with 2:09 left on the clock. A 25-yard run by Leachman right up the gut. And I'll tell you what, Leachman is an impressive back. As the Tigers talk it over here, they're trying to decide how they're going to go for it here on this 2-point conversion. What are they going to do? Or are they going to kick it? They're already up 25-21. They're up by 4. I guess if they go for 2, they're up by 6. So a touchdown would only tie it. They are going to go for 2. Weingart split to the far side. Jackson and Carey split to the near side. There's only one receiver. Okay, they only had one defensive back out here. Now they cover up Jackson. Jackson in motion across the field. Going to hand it to Leachman up the middle. He's going to walk in. He finally got tackled in the end zone, but the two-point conversion for the Tigers puts them up 27-21. So that scoring drive capped off by a 25-yard run by Cody Leachman and a two-point conversion by Cody Leachman. Now the Sterling defense going to be called on here as they're going to come on and kick the ball off with just over 2 minutes left and a 6-point lead. You got to think that the pass and the trick plays and everything else going to come out of the playbook now for the Valley Vikings here, as the Tigers on the verge of their first conference win and a homecoming victory nonetheless. Markoff and Garza back for the Truett kick. Kick down the middle, short, going to be fielded at the 22-yard line by an up receiver. He's got some room. He's got some blocking. He's going to get all the way back to the 50-yard line. That touchdown saved by Scott Gwinsey. Scott Gwinsey made the tackle at the 49-yard line, or he was gone. Scott Gwinsey. He's really related to Scott Gwinsey. Really is. Scott Gwinsey with a game-saving tackle. Ball at the 49 with 2:01 on the clock. The Sterling defense needs to come up here. Movement, no flags. The ball going to go around the right side, or the left side. Finally tackled. It was Marfel with a pickup of 3. Clock still running. 1:43. Going to hand off to the near side. It's Garza. He spins, goes up the middle. He's tackled by 2 or 3. Cody Leachman in on the tackle. And a timeout going to be called now. Timeout going to be called by Valley right here by Stutzman on the tackle along with Leachman. 1:32 on the clock and the Tigers up by 6. Don't go away, folks. The ball resting just outside the Tiger 45-yard line. What a game on homecoming this has been. Don't forget, on our post game, we'll be talking about what happened during the game. We'll also be naming our shining performer of the contest and our reliable player of the game. Don't forget, you can buy a DVD of all these contests if you want to see this and this great game again. Want to buy this maybe for one of your kids for a graduation present, a Christmas present. You can go to www.bigtimesmalltown.com and order the DVD of tonight's game. Get a whole season package together. As Valley comes up with 1:32 on the clock. He's going to throw. Going to throw to the far side, and the pass is going to be dropped right in the hands of the receiver, but the ball dropped. Marfil had his hands on it, but could not catch it. Rose was on the coverage. 1:27, the clock stops. Brings up a 4th down and 5. The biggest play of the Tiger defense tonight. 4th and 5 with 1:27. This is your ball game right here. He's going to throw. 4th and 5. Throws to Marfil. The ball caught. No, it's on the ground, and the Tigers have held. The ball bounced into Marfil, and the Tigers have held. They'll get the ball over on downs with 1:24 left. They just need to run out the clock. Tigers hold. The Tigers will take over with the ball on their own 45-yard line with 1:24 left. And by golly, I would think that you're going to just hand the ball off one time here to number 36 and then do some kneel downs here. I don't remember. I think they have a timeout left on the other side. I think they have one left. So you're going to see one run here, and you're going to see a timeout going to be called. Sterling may call one here to discuss strategy, and they do. Sterling going to call timeout and talk about clock management right here with 1:24 left and Valley having one timeout left, I believe. You need to run one play, a handoff to Leachman, having two hands on the ball, covered up. And then Valley will be forced to call their timeout. And then coming out of that, you may have to run one more. We'll just see where that sets on the clock, or you may be able to run it out with kneeling it down. As the Sterling Tigers look to get their first conference win here in the Patriot League over the Valley Vikings. And coming into tonight, Valley sitting in the middle of the field, 2-0 in conference and 2-2 overall. The Tigers, with this win, if they hold on, will move to 1-2 in conference play and to 2-3 overall on the season. The Tigers have discussed what they want to do with strategy as they all go back out to the middle of the field, put their helmets on and strap it on, get ready to play this last minute and 24 seconds. The Valley Vikings played a whale of a game so far tonight, so have the Sterling Tigers. The ball sitting on the 45, just outside the 45-yard line. Tigers, three backs in the backfield. Handoff. Leachman covers it up with two hands up the middle. Going to pick up about 5 or 6, maybe 7. We'll see where they mark it. They'll have to wait to set the ball, and once they've set the ball and whistled it ready for play, then we'll see where the clock's at. They have not called a timeout yet. Clock ready for play with 1:04. Surprised that Valley hasn't called a timeout. They may not have one. I thought they had one left. 58 seconds left. 53 seconds left. Tigers going to wait till the back judge starts moving his arm in the count. Now they go. Hand off to Leachman again, up the middle. Moving his feet. Going to be short. It'll bring down a third, and that's going to be the timeout call there. They do have a timeout left, and there's the call. With 39 seconds left on the clock, Valley calls their last timeout. It'll be a 3rd and 1 for the Tigers. The ball setting on the 46-yard line of Valley. The Tigers up by 6. It's a moot point if they hand it off to Leachman and he makes the first down. Then it's a moot point. There's no way that the Valley can stop the clock. They can just kneel on it. I mean, there's nothing they can do. But I think even if the Tigers go for it on 3rd down here, by the time it's reset and they go for it on 4th down, I mean, Valley's going to have basically no time left on the clock. So, but it's all rendered a moot point right here if they hand it off to Leachman and he goes forward for a couple of yards and gets the first down. That'd be a great way to cap off his night. Tigers come out of the timeout. Valley out of their timeout. They come to the line. The ball on the 46-yard line with 39 seconds left. 3 backs in the backfield with Diaz. He comes set. He gets the ball, hands off to Leachman. Leachman comes off the left side, going to go forward for the first down. So it's all going to be a moot point. No timeouts, no stopping the clock now as Leachman makes the first down off left guard. Going to pick up 2. First down Tigers, the ball at the 44-yard line. And the Tigers basically wait for the chains to reset. The clock will run as soon as this is set with 30, it's hard to tell on that clock, 30 seconds now, 29. The Tigers will just kneel down here. Victory formation, just kneel down on the ball. 22 seconds on the clock. Leachman going to back up. Victory formation, they're waiting for the clock to go down here. The snap, he kneels. And with 10 seconds on the clock, that's a Sterling homecoming victory. The Sterling Tigers 27, the Valley Vikings 21. And on homecoming Friday Night Lights, the Sterling Tigers get their first Patriot League victory as they win 27-21. We'll be back to wrap things up. You've been listening to Chassa.tv, to ColoradoPreps.tv, YouTube.com, 1230 KSTC, because this is a big-time small-town production. When you got a running back like that, and he's been gaining 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 yards every time. And welcome back to Sterling High School, the Tiger Field. It's a homecoming victory for the Sterling Tigers as they get their first Patriot League win as well on the season. The Tigers hold on 27-21, a hard-fought contest by both Valley and Sterling. And I got to tell you, it was a fun one to call. Valley owned the first quarter, came out with 6:53 in the first. Rodriguez, a 41-yard field goal. They followed that up at the 2:05 mark with a Jackson Wright 1-yard run. The kick failed. They were up 9-0 at the end of the first quarter. The Tigers, however, owned the second quarter. Leachman 7-yard touchdown run and a Rose 3-yard run with no extra point on either one. The Tigers up 12-9 at halftime. Valley in the third quarter, Jackson Wright with another run from 3 yards in, and the Tigers found themselves down 15-12. The kick was blocked with 8:49 left in the fourth, though. Leachman a 6-yard run, and Parrish made the kick. The Tigers take a 19-15 lead. In the fourth quarter, the Tigers get the ball back with just over 4 minutes left, and I said to the audience, I said to you guys, I think the Tigers will just run this out. They've got 5 minutes to run out here, give the ball to Leachman left, right, up the middle, and run this clock out. Instead of that, they threw a pass. It came to the near side. It was caught, but on the hit, on the tackle, the ball goes to the ground. The Valley Vikings recover the fumble and take it in and score with 4:14 left in the game. I got to tell you, I was more than a little dismayed as they were down 21-19 with 4 minutes left. But the Tigers showed me something tonight. The Tigers came out. They got the ball on the 30-yard line on the kickoff, and they took the ball 70 yards in a little over 2 minutes. A lot of that was just great play by Leachman and the line, and just some great plays, a couple of good throws. But from 25 yards out, with just over 2 minutes left, Cody Leachman got the ball on a handoff up the middle, broke 2 tackles, and went in untouched after that, standing up into the end zone, a 25-yard touchdown run with 2:09 on the clock. And then Leachman with a 3-yard run for the 2-point conversion and put the Tigers on top to stay 27-21 as the Sterling defense came up big in the last couple minutes, and the Sterling offense ran the ball out, ran the timeout. The Tigers win 27-21. Want to talk about our post-game here. It's brought to you by Nelson Financial. Plan for your retirement. Visit with Joel down at Nelson Financial, 206 Main Street in Sterling. Just sit down with him because you need to get a plan, because it's better to have a plan and then not need it than to need it and not have a plan. Dr. Joel at Joel Financial. Want to name our shining performer of the contest, brought to you by Dr. Robert Patton. Been making the smiles of our area athletes shine for more than 30 years and is proud to do just that. Your smile will shine as bright as tonight's shining performance of the contest. Dr. Robert Patton, a proud supporter of area athletes and their smiles. Our shining performance tonight, number 13, Brendan Diaz, came in and did a great job in backup of Skrjanik tonight. After Skrjanik got hurt, he hurt his shoulder, and Brendan came in and did well in that backup role, did a great job at quarterback, and want to give him our shining performer. But our reliable player of the game tonight is brought to you by Reliable Plumbing. Give George a call at 522-5592. When you got plumbing and heating problems, he's called Reliable for a reason. He's been reliably naming reliable players of the game, over 2,000 of them since 2005. Thank you, George, for being reliable. And don't forget to call 970-522-5592 when you need reliable service for plumbing and heating problems. Probably not a hard decision out there for any of you to pick who our performer of the contest is. He wears number 36 on his back. I think he has an S on his chest. But tonight, Cody Leachman carried the Sterling Tigers on his back tonight on the ground, did a great job. He had scoring runs of 7 yards, 6 yards, and 25 yards tonight, and had some great defensive plays as well. Cody Leachman is our reliable player of the game. Well, thanks, folks, for listening to Sterling football tonight. Valley comes in on homecoming, and Sterling gets the win 27-21 on homecoming, and it was a great game to call. I will have doubleheader softball tomorrow, right here on 1230 KSTC, starting at 10 o'clock at Platte Valley, as the Sterling girls softball team taking on Platte Valley. Platte Valley 1-7 so far in league, so Sterling have a really good chance for a couple of wins tomorrow. They're right in the thick of things, are the Sterling Tigers in the softball realm tomorrow. So until tomorrow morning, you guys have a great night and a great weekend. I want to thank Mike on the board for keeping us on the straight and narrow. I want to thank my technical advisor Roger running the camera and all the electrical equipment in the box here beside me tonight. I want to thank you for listening. You have a great weekend and a great night. I'm Michael Murphy. Talk to you later.